what's up guys? Welcome to the video. I'm Mike.
And I'm Mikey.
And today we are going to do a video all about Terrifier and Art the Clown, where we're going to build this guy.
Let's go.
Alright, so we have a ton of merch that we have to go over today. We have the animatronic that we got at Party City. We're going to build that kind of last. What's up, Mikey?
What's up?
We have the plush from Spirit that we're going to go over. We have the Art Crispies box. We do have admission to Carnival. We're ready to go. Only one ticket though. I'm going, not you, buddy. We have the Art the Clown knife. We do have one of the rats to kind of chill out with. And this is part of a costume. I actually got this from Party City. I looked online and watched a video actually on YouTube, and this was strongly suggested. So I went to Party City to get the Terrifier 2 Bloody Art the Clown costume to wear for Halloween. And then today I just picked this up. It's a Terrifier hoodie flannel. So let's go over these in a little bit more detail. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and look through some of this merch. So we just picked this up yesterday. Actually, we picked this up last week. So what do we got, Mikey?
The Art the Clown plush.
Okay, and where do we pick this up at?
Spirit Halloween.
Yep, so he is actually really cool. We have a good, nice, plush collection already with SpongeBob and everybody else. So he is made pretty well. I think he looks pretty good. I mean, they probably could have done a little bit better on the features of his face and stuff. But for the sake of it being a plush, we thought it was pretty awesome. Around 30 bucks, so we went ahead and picked him up. We're planning to put him on the back of our videos and our room set up for when it gets to winter time. We have to start recording inside. All right, so next we have the Art the Clown Art Crispies box. So I have a lot of different mixed feelings about this. I loved it. Obviously, that's why I bought it. So it actually is pretty wide, just like a cereal box. So it is really cool. So let's start on that side, Mikey. So what's the first thing that you notice, Mikey, with the cereal he's eating?
The skulls and blood.
Okay, so Art on the side of the box is actually eating skulls that is inside of blood. You look to the front, this is just, I'm just, kind of paying attention to the details here. Art is also pouring in blood. If you look very close, the cereal actually seems to look like just Rice Krispies, and it looks like someone has put some like red seasoning on it. I don't really see any skulls in there. The thing with the movie, when you're watching the movie, is, it really talks about how it has, razor blades, and it actually looks like real razor blades inside of there. And then, I don't remember the saws. I'd have to watch the movie. It's been a while. I do love the fact that they put the girl in there that they saw in half, and you can see her two little body parts in there. So actually pretty cool overall design as far as the front of the box. Like I said, you show the razor blades and all that stuff. So Mikey, if you would go ahead and hold it on over here. So one of the things, again, just me being picky, I'm getting a little blur there, so let me hold it up. So it's really cool that they did take the time to kind of add in, an ingredient list. You can pause it and check it out. My biggest takeaway here, I thought it was a great opportunity for them to say, razor blades are inside of it, so one of the ingredients is razor blades. I thought that would have been awesome. So on the other side, they actually took the time to also put nutritional facts. In this particular case, I would guess that they probably just looked up a random box of cereal. It could have been Captain Crunch for all we know, and then just took that and just added it to the side of this. Again, I think there was a great opportunity for someone to go in and Photoshop and adjust this, and add, razor blades, 3 ounces of razor blades or something like that. But all in all, it's really awesome, very cool find. It's literally all the way down to the bottom. So when you hang this on the wall, it's wall decor. So when you hang this thing up on the wall, you'll be able to have like an actual box kind of chilling there. All right, so next we're going to look at the Terrifier Art the Clown knife. So hold on, I'm going to get that open up and we'll go over that. All right, so next up we have the Art the Clown, what's your hand, Mikey? Terrifier knife from Spirit Halloween. And everything that we've seen so far is all this from Spirit, by the way. So you have the normal Art the Clown face on one side. And then when you turn it over, you get the more bloody, pretty much after Art the Clown has done with his victims. It's a much more bloody Art the Clown. Very cool prop, something we're planning to kind of have out. So the goal for this year is to have a whole Art the Clown Terrifier Halloween. So when kids come to pick up candy, we're going to have like somewhere to take pictures. We're going to have the animatronic, and then we're going to be dressed up as Art the Clowns. All right, so next talked about this earlier. I'm going to actually put this on for the end of the video, but this is the Terrifier 2 Bloody Art the Clown costume from Party City. About 54 bucks. I prefer seeing Art the Clown bloody like he's just finished up. Seeing this online, watching a YouTube video, it was just the best one that I thought I could find. I really wasn't impressed with the what I saw at Spirit Halloween as far as the costume goes. We'll kind of talk a little bit different about the animatronic when we're done with that. But this right here, we just kind of got a styrofoam head in him now to keep this, kind of get his head opened up. We've had it in there all day. That way when I put it on, it won't look so janky and stuck to my face. But like I said, we'll go over that later. That's from Party City. And then finally, we have the Terrifier flannel hoodie. And as we turn this around, there is art right there on the back with Terrifier underneath from Terrifier 1. My only disappointment so far is it's a little big. I love wearing flannels on the outside or outer shirts, as you'll see me all the time. This is a little big. Looks like it's way too big for me, to be honest. So you might want to go a size down if you decide to pick that up. And this is around 40 bucks, but with the 20% coupon, it's around 33. So now I think it's time to go ahead and let's get Art the Clown out of the box and let's get him built. All right, let's go into this Art the Clown box here. Always the best part is to see what it looks like when you start to get them out. All right, so we got some contraptions going on here. The first thing we got is Art himself. Once we build them, we'll talk a little bit about the difference. Yeah, Spirit's looks, like 10 times better as far as his face and stuff. We'll kind of go over all that. I really like the bloodiness, as you probably noticed with the costume and all that. So we'll set him down right there for now. All right, and what do we got? We have his hand. He's going to be using the horn. We'll kind of talk about that a little bit later on as far as his audio. And let's keep on cruising. And we may use instructions. All right, there is our cord AC adapter. Yeah, funny story is that we actually pre-ordered Art back in June. And well, it's not supposed to be here until mid-September. It went from early August to mid-August to early September. Mid-September, and it's still not here yet. And what do you know? I go into a local Party City, and it is already in stock, so I had to buy them. So now I'm going to wait on my pre-order just so I can return it. But I didn't want to wait 3 weeks to make this video. So I guess a good rule of thumb is if Party City has a pre-order, don't use the pre-order because you're pretty much wasting your time. Just check the store. All right, let's move some of this cardboard so we can get him the rest of the way out of the box. All right, Mikey, so it's on you now. Mikey's going to take the rest of this stuff out of the box.
Okay.
That right there is actually attached. Let's move this other stuff here. Let's move that cue. It's probably going to be something to kind of help shape out his back. I see here, looks like this is going to be his mech. Be around his waist. There's a couple of arms. Lots of cardboard on Art the Clown. And there's the good stuff here. So there's his awesome bloody outfit. And then the sunglasses. If you've ever seen the movie, there's a cool costume shop theme scene where he just really is tormenting Sienna. And he has those glasses on. He's kind of beeping kind of honking the horn, which is pretty much all the costumes seem to be modeled after that for whatever reason. All right, looks like I got some zip ties here. Let me do some zip tying real quick. All right, so one last way through here. So we have these two shoes. I actually like the shoes. Really crazy, funky looking design. Love that they're bloody. There's this costume. This will likely be something to kind of shape out his back. This looks like his arms. There's his base. So these kind of poles should be pointed forward. So right now it's in the right angle as far as front and back. So the front is actually facing us. We have the hacksaw. We have Art's head. We have his horn for the other hand. There's his poles we're going to use throughout. Styrofoam is pretty long, so it looks like that's probably going to be his legs. Kind of shape out his legs a little bit. We have his upper body with his mech. And then we have his waist loop, and it looks like there's going to be mechanics for him to go back and forth. So you ready to start building this, Mikey?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get started. All right, guys, so this is my favorite part of the video where I pretty much just sit here and BS and kind of hang out. And Mikey's actually going to build the animatronic. So literally a child can build Halloween animatronics. So I'm going to be reading off the instructions to him. Right now, Mikey is connecting the two B poles to the base. From time to time, he starts to struggle a little bit, and he kind of gives me this really funky look. And you just got to watch out for that. You know, it just, I don't really play it, you know what I'm saying? But that's how we're going to do it. So here we are. We got the two B's connected. Now we're going to follow that with putting on the shoes. And we're actually going to use the post inside these kind of like little strange like triangle like squares. That's really going to just keep the shoe in place. So I'm going to let Mikey get the shoes on, and then he's going to get those E's on, and we'll be right back. All right, so now we have the two E poles on both sides, and now we're going to add F, which is going to be these really cheap, flimsy pool noodles. I have thought about before if sometimes, you know, going ahead and changing up and maybe getting some new ones. Other than that, we're connecting F, and we're just adding it right here. And once we get through with F, next thing we're going to do is we're going to get his outfit out and get that on the bottom of his legs, just like so. So I'm going to let Mikey get that started and get that done, and we'll be right back. All right, so once you get the outfit, this awesome bloody outfit, by the way. And one other thing, I guess, just to be a little critical, is I'm noticing it's not really white. It is a very beige looking color. On the box, it does seem to be white, but this is really not. This is really an off-white. I guess you can kind of put it side by side with this pool noodle to see what white looks like. I mean, it's just being picky. Just one of the things about the Party City version. It's kind of, I guess, kind of odd, but I think once he's together, it looks like he's going to look really good. Even the dog next door doesn't even like it. He's always angry. But let's go ahead and move on to the next step. All right, so we got his outfit on, and then right here we have his hip loop. Now, it takes a team of two to get this. You have to get these lined up. Fortunately, there's a lot of play in the legs once you hook those up.
Yep.
Then you're actually going to take the mech and just put it up top. And you can see, again, Mikey just attached that one. A lot easier when you're just doing one pull at a time. You'll see there's some movement there. Hopefully that's not going to be too bad. As he's moving around, hopefully that kind of... Oh, that's actually movement because he's going to be moving his waist. So not that bad. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and give Mikey a couple of seconds and we'll check back in. All right, so Art the Clown is coming around just fine. I just wanted to point this out for everybody. So I connected the arm that's going to have the hacksaw. It does have this like little safety feature here where you're going to kind of remove this little tab, connect those, and then connect it back. Just keep in mind, I've had some times where I've done this before, and I'm like, yeah, what's this for? And I kind of don't even put it back on there. Keep in mind, this hacksaw is going to go back and forth. You don't want them to swing back, and I really doubt it would happen, but you don't want to give it any reason for it to come out. And that's what this is going to do, is going to prevent this from coming out. All right, so we're getting really close. We only have really the back, some clothing, and his head and arms really to kind of deal with. Let's get him finished, Mikey. All right, let's get his horns on there. OMG, he is really coming to life. He is really cool. And by the way, I have a random thought. Let's do this. So this is our costume head. Let's just see. Let us know down in the comments if I can get it up here without killing anybody. Look at homeboy now with that. That's just how awesome this costume is I bought. That was pretty cool. All right, so we have the hands attached, and they are really looking good. Art is really coming together. What do you think, Mikey?
I love them.
All right, look at that hacksaw. Nice and long. And now here we're going to have that little safety feature again, where we have those little metal, I don't know what in the world you would call it. Anyway, that's just to prevent this from coming out. If you really look at the angle, like I said, if he was to pull this thing up and it just for whatever reason kind of go backwards, it's kind of loose, would come right out of there. All right, so we need to put the finishing touches. What do you think we got left, Mikey?
The head, the hat, and then the neck piece.
All right, let's finish them up and do some demos. All right, so we got Art all built. You know, I do like his hacksaw a lot. If I can get that to come in a little bit more clear. Overall, the reason I decided to go with the Party City versus the Spirit Halloween, not necessarily because of the design. I mean, I'm a little disappointed. His face is so narrow and so skinny. Not really the best design. I mean, you can tell that it's Art the Clown. That's the main reason that I was willing to kind of forgive in that case. My biggest things is I hated the fact that his horn was so obnoxious. I do understand. I have seen Terrifier 2. I know in the costume shop scene, he definitely terrifies and really annoys everybody by honking the horn. I really just didn't want an animatronic that made all that noise. Other than that, I love the bloody outfit. I thought he was a little bit too clean in the Spirit Halloween version. So yeah, Spirit looks much, much better. The design, the face is a lot more accurate to the film. However, I just kind of went with this because I like the bloodiness and I really just didn't want to hear all the honking of the horn. All right, guys, it's time to demo Art the Clown. All right, and now that you've seen his demos, I did want to kind of show you. So this is like a mask version of Art versus the animatronic itself. You know, the mask actually looks a lot better than the animatronic as well. So you could just, again, you know, not very screen accurate on the face mold for this animatronic, but you know, however, it's not bad. It's good enough to know that it's Art, and like I said, just less annoying sounds of hearing that honking. All right, guys. So I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about, you know, some of the misunderstanding of Art the Clown. Did you know, Mikey, that Art the Clown's actually a really nice guy? No, seriously. Like in part one, he like offered a girl a ring. I mean, does a bad guy do that? Seriously. And then one thing about him, a lot of people don't realize if you really pay attention and analyze the movies, is that he's kind of a medical professional. He kind of works with eyes, as you'll see, kind of the end of part one and kind of going into part two. Like he's like working with the doctor's eyes. You remember, like, and kind of, you know, he tested out his eyes. So how else would you test out someone's eyes for real? Like we use all types of machines and stuff, but Art, you know, he thinks differently. He takes eyes and puts them in his own head, you know, just to check that out. And then there's a girl in the movie, you know, I think it's Allie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I think it's Allie in the big bedroom scene. Everybody's like, I don't know, they're all up in arms about this, you know, but you know, she has like bad skin, you know, she has some problems, some dryness or something, so he helps remove the skin. And by helping remove the skin, he's able to kind of help diagnose the problem. And guess what? No more skin issues. Um, there's a scene, you know, with the mom. You know, how about the mom? Okay, you don't look like you believe me right now. You look, you're kind of skeptical. Maybe some of you guys at home were skeptical. Let me know in the comments if there's anything wrong here. But the mom, and she had trouble eating. You know, there was some damage to her face. You know, Art was kind of guilty of that, but we're not going to worry about that. And he helped feed her some mashed potatoes. Do you remember that? But, yeah, I mean, who? Think about it. Who to better help you than Art the Clown himself? And then, and there was one case where like Allie's mom is dismembered, right? And so her head's no longer connected. But what do you do with her head? So why exactly why would you not just give out Halloween candy? So it keeps giving. She's still a giving nature even after, you know, this unfortunate accident. And Art is able to take that and bring that Halloween spirit to Allie's mom. So if for anybody out there wondering, Art the Clown, super cool guy, you know, kind of a doctor, you know, he thinks a lot about people. He's just misunderstood. Still working. You got to start somewhere. You know, I'm pretty sure that the first time you do brain surgery or something, it's not always going to go right, you know, so you have to practice somewhere and things go wrong. So, but, you know, I trust Art. I would trust Art. If I was sick, I would trust Art at the hospital. So let me know in the comments if you agree that you would have Dr. Art the Clown come and work on you. Look at this. I mean, look at this equipment, like hacksaws and stuff. I mean, all right, let's check out that costume now. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us and watching this video. Mikey,
Don't forget to subscribe.
until the next video.
Don't forget to subscribe.